The following weekend, Uncle Arthur and Aunt Dana loaded the puppies into the pickup truck and set off for the bustling city. As they arrived at the dog shelter, a sense of anticipation hung in the air. The open day was in full swing, with families and individuals milling about, eager to meet the dogs seeking loving homes. Whiskers and Stripes, wide-eyed and curious, took in the new surroundings. Uncle Arthur and Aunt Dana went straight to find the shelter manager to introduce themselves. "We spoke on the phone," Aunt Dana said. "We thank you so much for welcoming us here and helping us be a part of this important day." The shelter manager smiled lovingly, her eyes falling on the two puppies. "Of course, you are welcome here," she said. "We would do anything to help these lovely pups find a home." Uncle Arthur smiled. "Just this one," he pointed at Stripes. "We took the other one with us just to keep us company. He is already spoken for." Whiskers looked up and barked loudly, again wondering why they kept looking for humans only for Stripes. Why was nobody explaining what was going on? But nobody was understanding his curious barks. The humans were looking at the dogs next to them. The shelter manager explained that open days were crucial for connecting potential adopters with dogs in need of homes. "Open days bring people who are genuinely interested in adopting," the shelter manager explained. "It gives them the chance to meet different dogs, hear their stories, and see if there's a connection. It's a wonderful way to encourage adoption and find loving families for each dog." Aunt Dana nodded, impressed by the sense of community and purpose at the shelter. "It's a fantastic initiative. I admire all the care and attention you are giving these lovely dogs." Whiskers and Stripes kept looking around at all the people and dogs walking around. It was then that two shelter dogs, with wagging tails and warm smiles, approached them. "Hey there, newbies," called out the larger of the two, a friendly Labrador mix with a coat as black as the night sky. The other, a smaller and scruffier terrier mix, sat beside him, a glint of mischief in her eyes. Whiskers and Stripes looked up, their tails wagging in response to the welcoming duo. "Hi. We're Whiskers and Stripes." "Nice to meet you," Stripes barked, his excitement palpable. "I'm Shadow, and this lively ball of fur here is Luna," the Labrador introduced, nodding towards his companion. "We couldn't help but notice you two hanging out over here. Are you checking in?" Whiskers, his ears perked, replied, "I don't think so. We live on a farm. We came just for the day to meet humans." "What about you? Where do you live?" Shadow's expression grew thoughtful. "Well, we used to live on the streets. Actually born there too. It was tough, always searching for food, and the nights were cold and lonely. But then, some kind people found us and brought us here to the shelter. They gave us food, a warm bed, and a roof over our heads. We love it here. The people on the staff are fantastic, especially the lady manager. She's like our guardian angel." Shadow nodded enthusiastically. "Yeah, and there are so many fun activities, toys to play with, and new friends to meet. There is, however, one thing I keep thinking about. And it is what it feels to have a real home.